Nice. Okay. How do I get to it? Hey. Hi, Mom. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Nice, nice. Putting a link on my Instagram. David Bowie. Who is David Bowie? I'm putting let me put my Twitch link on my Instagram story so people know to join it. Live on Twitch. There we go. Okay, now we're on my Instagram story. Well, 3 people in here already. Nice. This shit probably freezing just because I was doing it that way. All right. Here's our thing. I'm gonna open a new Strudel tab and just check that we're up and running. David Bowie's here. Here we go. Can you guys see my screen all right? Oh, there's 8 of you already. Holy cow. Love me like you do remix. Okay, yeah. I didn't realize that title. Let's see if I can change the title. That might be a tall ask. I remember last time I changed the title after. There you guys are seeing everything. Right? Creator dashboard. There we go. All right. Stream manager. This feels like the right thing. Nope, not letting me change the title. All right. Let's see. Settings. We should just couldn't figure out how to do arrangements of different sections. Interesting. What do you mean by arrangements of different sections? Because I've also been learning about this too. Because I know Switch Angel and DJ Dave use like the arrange function, which I haven't used much yet. Usually I'm doing it all like 100% live, like queuing each individual element. But we also might... It takes me a while to get to the point where I'm going to whole different sections because I need to have each section ready already. Edit stream info. This is the right thing. There we go. Ellie Goulding remix. That's what we're talking about. Chorus and a verse. Don't know how to create a sequence. Yeah, that's a hard thing. So I believe there's 2 ways to do it. The way I do it is literally by commenting out like a bunch of stuff. So I'll have, you know, like my blah, this thing here and then this thing here. And I'll like, as I'm going up, I go and I comment a bunch of this stuff out and then I just queue it. Because usually I'm not, I do like a certain amount of things to be live. It's like the more you start arranging stuff, the more you're also, let's get this to get the title right. Also while we're doing this, I'm just gonna get the acapella ready because I don't have it ready yet. We're gonna do Love Me Like You Do. You do. And you're not seeing me rip it from YouTube because I don't know how else I'm supposed to do it. Where's the chat? Someone have a strudel in a bit. This is mostly getting me inspired. Yeah, I'm gonna try to. Yeah, I feel like last time I yapped a lot. Last time I was just kind of like talking about like a ton of stuff. I'm gonna try and keep it a little bit more. Oh, bump my mic. A little bit more information packed this time. Even though talking is very fun. So, and now you're seeing the whole process too. In case you were curious about this. So basically, I just I go get a YouTube link and I YouTube to MP3, which is sketchy, but don't get a virus on your computer. But also, I mean, actually, you know, we're going to do it the right way this time. We're going to go to music and we're going to buy it. We're doing this the old-fashioned, the 2007 way. Like you do. We're gonna take the song with the 50 Shades of Grey cover. Wait, no, we don't want to be on Apple Music. We're trying to search iTunes, which for some reason is more difficult than it should be. Songs. God, I always feel like do I search like iTunes? I don't think I search iTunes specific. It's been a long time since you could tell it's been a long. We're keeping this informational. I'm looking it up on iTunes. I'm gonna give this like 30 more seconds to figure out how to get it off of Apple Music. Also, I'm gonna put it here. Hi everyone. Also, Pineapple Sigma, I saw that you were doing strudel. I forget where, but I saw it online and I thought it was really cool. Everyone. Please also, if you guys are doing strudel stuff, like feel free to send it to me. I think one of the best parts about strudel is like every time I see somebody, no matter who it is, even if it's somebody like my friend Sammy who like just started and you should follow on social media, like she does something and I'm like, oh, I would have never thought to do it that way. Like I think strudel is one of those things that when everybody learns it, they do something that nobody's really done or thought of before. So I always encourage people to send me stuff. Come on, let me buy the. Okay, I'm not doing that. I'm done. Sorry guys, you're gonna see how I actually do it. YouTube to MP3. I used to be a big about buying the songs until I was doing this every single day. And then I got less big on it. But I can't have you hearing the audio. I think I'll get a copyright strike if you guys hear this. So you take it here, you take it here. It's gonna make you open a billion. Don't allow. You don't get to notify me. Can I see your stream through OBS? I don't know. Just follow her. Dude, yeah, Sammy is my my friend from college. And she was always more into like into DJing than me, but I started doing the strudel thing and I kept getting on her like, you have to try it. I think it's something a lot of people, it is hard to understand. Like a lot of people understand it but don't necessarily try it because they're like, oh, it's coding, like it might not be that fun, it doesn't look that fun necessarily, it looks kind of nerdy. And then you try it and you're like, oh my god, like this is like so much more fun than even using like a DAW in a lot of ways. So I'm really glad Sammy is my partner in crime. Sammy is the switch angel to my DJ Dave. There we go. And then I use Moises to get the acapella out, but you can literally just do it stock in Logic. I think the sound's a little bit better, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, in Logic they just have like a like a stock AI vocal extractor. And all of them are pretty good now. It used to be that like some were like really bad, some were like just okay. Um, so like also thank you for everybody that's tapping in for this sec. I'm realizing all you guys were here last time, almost. If you're new, feel free to tap in the chat. But thank you to everybody tapping in. How does the camera look? I'm gonna fix up this lighting a little bit. We're gonna get this looking a little bit better. Let's see. We're gonna get that. We're gonna get the window open. And we're gonna get this light down that's like piercing on the camera. This is a bit better, yeah. It's a little bit darker, but you don't have. I feel like with the other light, it's kind of like shining down in like the background of the camera. The worst part, editing. I think it takes me like 2 hours to edit every single one of my reels, by the way, if you were curious. It is a significant time investment to be making short form content. And for context, I think my every reel takes about as long as my 20-minute YouTube set to make. So, because with the reels I have to edit it like every half a second, and with the YouTube video, I don't do almost any editing. It's pretty much just overlaying everything, sort of just like letting it play. Did anybody see the YouTube video, the longer form YouTube set? I'm curious what people think about that. I want to keep doing that because it's much more like my music than like a remix. So only your mic ends up here recording. Interesting. I haven't seen the YouTube set yet. Yeah, check out the YouTube set if you want. It was like a 20-minute set. It was more like ambient. It was much less intense than my reels usually are. I need to research into how to split it so that the audio, because I am a little bit worried. Like, I've never gotten flagged for like a pitched acapella, but technically I could. Like, there's nothing that like I couldn't. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. Hello. That was so weird. It cut out for no reason. I'm gonna mix this down to mono because last time somebody commented on that. Alright, I'm back. Alright, we back. Alright, so we've taken we're at the part of the process. I'm gonna make sure I'm sticking to some of the process. We have officially AI'd out the acapella. Now, the thing with Strudel is if you play an audio file, it's gonna play the whole thing. If that's all you do, if you just say play this audio file, it's gonna play the whole entire thing, and it's really annoying. It took me a while to figure out a way around that. Of slices inside of Strudel, and the way to do that so that it plays back at the right tempo is to put it. You need to put it in some kind of DAW. I haven't found a way around that part. And then you need to go to the right BPM, and you need to export an exact amount of bars. So like I'm gonna export 98. Like I'm gonna cut it here, and I'm gonna export an exact amount of bars. I'm gonna export 98 bars and write that down. And I'm just gonna solo this acapella. I'm actually gonna start it. I usually like to start it like on bar 5 ish, because then it gives me a bit of time for an intro. I'm just gonna check that it's on the click real quick, because sometimes it's a little bit ahead. So right now it's a beat ahead, so I just have to move it up a beat. And I'm also only taking the acapella. Also, I'm gonna look in the chat, make sure everything's okay. That one of your hard techno songs, so good, bro. I love hard techno. Post a YouTube link in the chat. Oh, also, Nikki, you and Dylan can come up in the room. What's up?
Hi.
This is Nikki and Dylan. These are my roommates. We're going on tour soon.
I just wanted to say hi.
Wait, are you on camera? Yeah, let me make it bigger for a sec. This is
where it happens.
me and Nikki just released an album together. You should check it out. We're going on tour. We're playing in LA, Boston, and New York.
Yep.
We're playing streaming with the live audience. We're playing next Tuesday, November 4th, and then the following weekend, then November 8th and 9th. 8th is in Boston, and 9th is in New York. If anybody's close by to any of those cities.
It's your mom.
It is my mom, Sri Sandi, the mom.
Hi.
Anyway, yeah, I feel like I'm doing kind of boring stuff right now.
No, it's okay. We just want to say hi.
So now we're taking out this acapella. And so I'm just gonna take out the first beat because it was a beat behind. It should be. Oh no, I already did that. Oh no, it was better I had it. And so when there's a pickup, what I tend to do is like, just let it play for 3 bars for Instagram, and then cut those out in the video, and then it's just gonna start right on the vocal. And I think if any of you are into making short form content, you have a bunny day. It's really the first 3 seconds of your video are so important. That's like the whole thing. Like my last video, I loved it, and it was a really good remix, but I don't know if I made the first like 4 or so seconds as entertaining as I could have, because I lost on my statistics, like I lost some people there. So like if you're really into like making short form content, looking to grow that, the first 4 seconds are like the whole name of the game. And so we're back at this remix, and I'm gonna want it to start on the 5th bar, for me. And now it's gonna be a different amount of bars that I'm exporting though. So I'm gonna export 94 bars of acapella. And so I'm just gonna bounce that, not do an MP3. I accidentally did an MP3. Just only the MP3. We're gonna put that in my strudel folder. We're gonna say, love me like you do. And this is gonna be the folder I put all my samples into, and this is important. And so strudel can get a bit buggy when it has like a lot of samples to look at. So, oh nice. Tutorial might be a little less touchy since both strudel and YouTube are browser. Yeah, that's tough. I'll be sleeping to the stream now. Yeah, it's definitely this isn't gonna be a super eventful stream, I will say. But anyway, I forget what I was saying. I was saying something about, yeah, so it's important to have, for me at least, to have like a folder of samples you're using, and don't just like upload or like be indexing your entire like samples folder, because when you're indexing your entire samples folder, it basically just overwhelms strudel is the best way to put it, and you're gonna get the like notorious like strudel dropouts like way quicker. But anyway, we're gonna set up. So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to terminal, we're gonna go to our strudel folder, we're gonna find our folder that we're using today, Love Me Like You Do. All you gotta do, we gotta say CD first, which is change directory. We're gonna go into strudel folder, we're just gonna drag our folder in, Love Me Like You Do. So now we're in the folder, and we're gonna say npx at strudel/sampler. That's gonna start up a sampler folder for us. We're just gonna copy paste this thing here right into strudel, and now we should have access. Oh, this is a weird error. or got undefined set of patterns, that just means that you need to say something. That's all that means. Interesting. I'm only getting in the left channel. You guys seeing that? Oh no, that's just my headphones? Question mark? I don't know. Okay. I am only getting that my left hand phone. That's really weird. But anyway, that's how we load our samples in. We are hearing stereo. Okay, that's the most important. So now we can go and say Sunday. No, I say Sunday for some reason in my inside of, I don't know if it's like a joke, sick joke. So now we can say we can set our tempo. We're gonna say set CPM. I start around like 165, I think. Times 4, and we're just gonna splice. What video editing software? I use CapCut actually on my desktop, which is not the, it's fast but also buggy, and so it has a lot of AI stuff that makes it faster. Wait, you have to run a server to load samples? You don't have to. There's a couple ways you can load samples. I just DJ Dave told me about this. You can do. You shouldn't do the load samples button though, because apparently that's slower. And with DAWs and stuff, I think a lot of that's hearsay. With this, I can tell you from my personal experience, it's very real. Like certain different things are faster than other things, and so the server port and the GitHub link, people say is a lot faster than the. My run was good. I don't run very fast. And so I think I ran a mile and a half maybe, but it's LA, and so LA is like super nice weather. So we're basically gonna say sound, love me like you do, and then splice it by 94, was it? Yeah, 94. And then let me make sure I have this chat open. And then we're just gonna, I do this in ChatGPT so I can chop it up later if I want. You can say, I believe you can say straight like this if you just want a bunch of consecutive numbers, like that. We'll just give you like a consecutive list of numbers. But the reason I do this is so that if I want to repeat like a bar, so that I can line things up better. Trying to get it open source tree, this allows me to like chop things up a little bit if I have to, and I'm not aware of a better way to do it. Oh, don't open Juice. I wonder if anybody in here knows what Juice is. Crazy software. But now we should be, and notoriously I bet you I do this every freaking time. I include the click in the bounce. And so I'm going to rebounce it before I even load the sample in, because every time I do that. So now, if I check for the remix, what the vision look like? It is Halloween. Yeah, I was thinking about that. So I might do a Halloween one tomorrow, like a late Halloween thing. I was talking to somebody online about this. For this one, I really want to do, so I did an Addison Rae one like 2 weeks ago. But I haven't done like one like that since. One that's a little bit more like bouncy, breakbeat, like kind of a little bit of drum and bass, but like not like hard. Like I've been going very techno, hard groove like way lately, and I would like to try one more, like see if I can touch some of the like breakbeat-y stuff. Let's see if this works. It should come up on this bar right here is when it should start usually. We might need to do a little bit slower. Alvin and the Chipmunks. Oh man, I'm a little bit worried about this being too slow. To make an aim and break. I want to die every time I have to make an aim and break work. I actually love chopping aim and breaks in Strudel. I think it's really fun. One sec. I'm not hearing stereo, but let's see. I spend 30 minutes playing. To be honest, most of the time I'll just use breaks and I'll chop them up a little bit. But I don't use the scrub most of the time. Most of the time I'm like playing them and just chopping it like a little bit and just I add like, so most of the time I'll do like, if I have a break in here, which I have like a breaks folder, question mark, love me like you do. I need to update, I need to add more to this eventually, but I will. Break 1, fun field time in this remix. Usually I'll say something like, you know, I got my breaks. And then I know usually they're about 4 bars, but I sometimes get that wrong. And so this is just going to play it. This is not going to do anything except play it. And so now we're playing it. But then I might say, sometimes I want you to play it twice. So that adds a little bit of variation. But then if we want to add even more, what we're going to do is, instead of chopping it up every bar, we're going to chop it up every half a bar. Now we're adding more. Basically, sometimes it's repeating. And this to me will usually cut it, especially if I do 1 in one ear. So if I do 1 in the left ear, right ear. I say, you know, go do this other one. It's not gonna be the right bar amount, probably. And then I do that in the other ear. Dude, I'm only getting the. This is so funny. I'm only getting the left channel. I'm just gonna do this for now. 0.5. Yeah, so that's a little too fast. That's so funny. I'm not getting the right channel like at all. I might put in. I wonder if I have other headphones, low key. No, I'm not gonna worry about it right now. So we're gonna keep this in the middle, and this is too fast. So that just means we have to do more splices, I think. No, less splices. Whoops. We need to do 32. Now we got something, you know. Now, because we're also doing 2 breaks on top of each other, like you hear more variation than there is, so it gives you some consistency without having to like I don't know, without having to go through like and make something actually random. And plus with scrub, some of the I have a hard time syncing with scrub. I feel like I'm asking the person you just saw. You bring me the wired headphones on the kitchen counter. But anyways, now I need to get more into the remix because this is like sort of what I was thinking, but I don't know. Also, I'm gonna do a stack with these. So instead of doing that, I'm gonna put a comma there, make this a stack. Also, I might take it. I like the variation, but it's getting a little bit much with both of them doing it. And so it's gonna start like this. Like even that's a bit much. I might even like if I put this parentheses on a different line, I might even like thank you.
There's like 3. Which
this is great, thank you. Sorry, I think my headphones broke. Headphone repair, headphone rescue. Let's see. Will I hear my right ear? These are $8 on Amazon. It's what I do all my remixes in. This is so annoying with OBS. You're not hearing my mic either, are you? You hear everything. What the heck? Well, now you can hear me again. There we go. I'm gonna turn off Scooter while this is going so you guys don't have to listen to endless drum break. Because I'm not hearing anything coming out of OBS, and sometimes this happens, and I just need to restart, but I don't want to restart because you are all in the stream. I need a better streaming software, probably. I do everything very jank, if you couldn't tell. I'm gonna go to output. Maybe I can just like make this different and then apply this. OBS is fine. It is fine. I just don't, every time I unplug headphones or something, it makes me restart it. And I should have thought about that before I just did that right there. But yeah, do I hear it now? Hey, here we go. I solved it. That's my first time solving it without having restarted OBS, so that was good timing. Awesome. So now we got panned audio, and we're back to making the actual thing, the actual remix that we wanted to. I'm a little bit scared of this remix, actually, because I usually do really fast tempos, and that helps me hold attention on social media. To the right channel, stereo. Oh, I need to make this mono again, yeah. Here we go. And we make this mono. Here we go. I'm concerned about the slow tempo of this one, but also I'm gonna take these out for now, so I don't have to go through 3. I'm gonna try to put together some chords. I kind of want some like pewy chords, some like plucky chords. Also, I don't know what key this is in. That's a good thing to figure out. I'll play this and play some Serum. You're the cure, you're the pain, you're the only thing I wanna touch. Never knew that it could mean so much, so much. You're the fear, oh my goodness. Cause I've never been so high. Follow me through the dark, let me take you past the satellites. You can see the world you brought to life, to life. So love me like you do, la la, love me like you do. Love me like you do, la la, love me like you do. Touch me like you do, touch me like you do. What are you waiting for? Fading in, fading out, on the edge of paradise. We're like in between B flat and B, I think. So we're gonna speed up just a little bit. You're the light, you're the night, you're the color of my blood. You're the cure, you're the pain, you're the only thing I wanna touch. Never knew that it could mean so much, so much. You're the fear, I don't care, cause I've never been so high. Follow me through the dark, let me take you past the satellites. You can see the world you brought to life, to life. So love me like you do, la la, love me like you do. Love me like you do. Alright, we're gonna try some crazy chords right here. Sorry for the bad humming. If only it wasn't Alvin and the gang. Super high energy ones. Oh, the higher energy ones perform better every single time. The only one that's not, yeah, is the Addison Rae one that I did. Maybe I'll, you know what? We can slow down the tempo. Let's not be scared of the slow tempos, okay? We can make it work. What would this be like? You're the light, you're the night, you're the color of my blood. You're the cure, you're the pain, you're the only thing I wanna touch. Never knew that it could mean so much, so much. You're the fear, I don't care,
'Cause I've never been so high. Follow me through the dark. Let me take you past the satellites. You can see the world you brought to life. To life.
So we're in like C.
So love me like you do, la la, love me like you do.
No?
Love me
Big
like
G?
you do, la la, love me like you do. Touch me like you do, touch me like you do. What are you waiting for? Fading in, fading out. On
Yeah,
the
I
edge
think I
of
know what it is.
paradise.
So we're gonna
Every
say
inch
C for
of
now.
your
We'll say
skin
const key
is a holy grail I
equals
gotta
C
find.
major
Only you can set my heart on fire.
at that tempo.
On
The
fire.
verse, yeah, we gotta get the slower tempos
I'll
in.
let you set the
Oh, and it goes that high? Yeah, it's
pace.
probably a good idea not to do it too
'Cause
high.
I'm not
I wasn't listening to that. So we're gonna call it chords.
my heart's spinning
Um,
around, I can't see
I'm gonna start with a
clear
stack,
no
so I'm gonna do a
more.
melody inside the chords, I
What are
think.
you waiting for?
I'm gonna stop playing that. You light. So we're gonna start with the one. We'll start with this. Actually, I really think it's G major, actually. In which case this would be 0, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 2, 4, 3, 4, 5. That's gonna be a 1 bar. Then we're gonna add the a fifth, and at the very least ninth. Maybe the third above 2. I do that a lot, like 1, 5 octave third, which would be 9. So it's like a 9 chord. And we're gonna say scale key, and that's gonna give us something.
You're the light, you're the night, you're the color of my blood. You're
Not a good thing. That's kind of sucks, but we're made sound. We made sound. We're gonna go back to C major maybe, and make these all. I should have just been doing it with an add modifier, but that's okay because I want it to look. It's not just about doing it in the quickest way, but making it look right.
the light, you're the night, you're the
Trying to absorb some of the info. Well, I got some good view. Oh, really? Did the old stream get some good views? I don't know if to be honest, I'm really new to. Obviously, you guys can probably tell I'm really new to the whole Twitch thing, and also I've been using Strudel for like a month and a half, like 2 months now. So I'm not like at all somebody who's been like doing this for like years or whatever. So any tips that people can take, that is great to me. For the first stream, it was pretty good. Dude, I was expecting one person to join. I won't even lie. Absolutely. I hope you guys start making remixes too. I feel like I haven't seen like a ton of remixes in Strudel, and I feel like it's a really cool thing. And so hopefully you at least get that for my process today. Because last time I think I skipped that. Because I was like, nobody wants to know that. And everybody's commenting on my Instagram like, please tell me. Please, how do you make the remix? I do think it's G major though. Got me super happy. I need to share some stuff I did in Chuck too. I want to get into Chuck. I actually did C++ in school, so I definitely am not scared of C and C++. We're gonna add 3, I think. God, this sounds so weird. I don't know why.
You're the light, you're the night, you're the color of my blood. You're the
It's been a bit of an uphill feel better. It's a wealth of knowledge and learning tool by proxy. Aw, yeah. Please, I'm like so happy to hear of like stories of people getting into it. Cause I was sort of just doing it to share like the creativity aspect, but not. It's like way like more rewarding than like thousands of views or whatever. Just like somebody being like, yeah, like I just I saw your video and I gave it a try, because I think that's so awesome. But I'm actually really struggling with this. I think I have the key wrong. You're the light of fire.
You're the light, you're the night, you're the color of my blood. You're the cure, you're the pain, you're the only thing I wanna touch. Never knew that it could mean so much, so much. You're the fear, I don't care, cause I've never been so high. Follow me through the dark, let me take it past the side.
It sounds like C. I do this every time too.
See the world you brought to life, to life. So love me like you do, la la, love me like you do, love me like you do, la la, love me
It's in
like
C.
you
It's totally in C. I don't know why it's
touch
being
me
weird.
like you do, touch me like you do.
Just keeping it in C and just getting over myself.
Fading in, fading out on the.
It's that.
You're the light, you're the night, you're the.
Maybe I should be adding that. Oh, it's probably because it was a minor ninth too, from adding the 8.
You're the light, you're the night,
Yeah, this is right.
you're the color of my blood. You're the cure, you're the pain, you're the only thing I wanna touch. Never knew that it could mean so much, so much. You're the fear, I don't care, cause I've never been so high. Follow me through the dark, let me
That's
take
supposed to
it
be
past the
an A maybe?
satellites.
So it is really important that you have a full understanding of the harmonic part of the song. There's way too much stuff in there. Honestly, with the docs, I will say it's a lot of information, but I mean, in comparison to the other coding languages I've learned, like those docs are about as good as it gets, pretty much. So, like, I really think that, like, with the docs, you just have to do one page, then go into Strudel. So, like, you go and you read a docs page, you go, all right, Strudel docs. And I feel like this is important enough to take a bit of a break. You got to say, all right, I'm learning this. Let's go to something down here that's a little bit more, like something we can use. We're going to say creating patterns. All right, we got this cat function, which I've never used, but, all right, we got this thing, and then we're just going to go and use it right now and see how it works. It's not doing shit. It's so funny. Does this work?
You're the light, you're the night, you're the color of my blood.
Okay, maybe I'm proving everybody's points. But I've never used this. I have used Stack though, and I'm using it here. I haven't used Stepcat. I haven't used Arrange. I actually want to learn this, so I'll do this. And so we're gonna learn about Arrange today, class. So first we're just going to take something that we were already doing with notes, and also it's so funny that I'm like, it's so easy, you just learn it from the docs, and I go to like something I've never seen in the docs, just absolutely butcher using it. So we're gonna say arrange this and then say note after like that. Let's see if nice, okay. This is so funny. Coastline, you can definitely run Stuka locally. Oh, how are you running Strudel locally? Okay, wait. Let me look at what's been happening in the chat. Docs are pretty good. I usually post my code description. Coastline's on my 84 extra drop. It's one of the few things that use them in my own stuff. Arrange is cursed. Yeah, I saw a Switch Angel using Arrange, and it apparently it's like a good way to like arrange whole sections and stuff. But I have never tried it, and I don't use it. So, nevertheless, actually, here's a good example. I was gonna try and use a wavetable today, and I forgot how to do that. So we're gonna go to wavetables, and do something sort of like that. Play the first 5% of drum as a synth, which is sick. I'm just gonna load. Whenever I use the docs, I do just load exactly what's here, because you know at least that's gonna work to an extent. Because your first job is just getting it to do it. You know, compile period. That should be saying something.
You're the light, you're the night, you're the...
We could say bank rolling. Maybe it just was weird about an isolated bass drum. It's just being moody, I guess. I'm gonna reload the page. Sometimes you do need to reload the page with Strudel. It can be moody. Nope. Come on. Will it just play like a bass drum? Like, I'm so confused. No? Oh, it wants me to put it in a thing. Okay, that's kind of fire. What I do want to know about wavetables, though, is like, is this going to be in tune? Because that would be really annoying if it's not. That doesn't sound really in tune. What if this is... So this is the thing with wavetables, I guess. You gotta kind of tune them. I'm sure if I could download some from a bank, though, if I wanted. I do need something behind. Pineapple Sigma figured it out before I did. The JavaScript library you can use in Node. It was late, wrong, and broke it. It wasn't Discord. Wrote me a custom function. That's awesome. Wait, so you guys are running it locally. Does that help it with the dropouts? Are you guys getting less dropouts when you're using the live stuff? That would be good to know. Good to freaking know. Also, whenever the end thing starts giving me trouble, I just start using Node. So we're gonna start with C, D, A, E, D. Three, two, three, three. We're gonna do 0, 4, 7, 9. See how that works. Oh, this is what I don't like about the note notation that they have. Is it messes with my mind, because the way I would do this would be different. So this is 12. This will be 14. Yeah. And then watch this. We're going to write a little part here just by doing this. I want it to be 15, then 14. 14. we're gonna do a little bit of this. A little bit of this. We're actually gonna do this. Second orbit, let's say gain 0. For some reason, this gives me clicks with this kick. I don't know why, but it's like clicky. Roland. I need to select a different but muted kick sample. What's funny about this duck though is it only sometimes gives me the clicks. Like every other time it doesn't give me the clicks. And I don't know if anybody has any experience with that, but yeah, I mean I'm gonna adjust the envelope, but that usually doesn't help. Oh, saying like duck orbit. Is that what you? Yeah. Well, I'm gonna define the depth, but I do want it to duck all the way, preferably. Tune for all the delays. Tone is insane. Man, maybe almost delete my computer. It's people doing insane stuff. You know, people do insane stuff all the time. But you know, you're like, even if what you're doing is simple, like there's a lot of value to it. You know. Now orbit on the orbit the other elements. Interesting. So maybe something like that. What if this was different? What if we duck? There's no decay. No, I'm with you, Pineapple Sigma. It's like, it's sometimes I found the same thing where it's like I'll try a million things. Sometimes it fixes the clicks, sometimes it doesn't. But you know, we live and we learn. I'm gonna do the gain thing again, but I think I'm just gonna mess with like how, because I just didn't like how the way it was ducking. We're just gonna say 0.1, 0.2, and then because I wanted to have like 2/8 notes, not 1/4 note, if that makes sense, so I can shape the duck a little bit. Oh, I guess I would need shit though. I would need this to be 30-second notes for that to work. To be like this. I mean, maybe I could just instead be like, you know, go back to my R16th notes, be like this, and then just make this Alright, that works. I'll be good with that. That'll work. And then we're gonna say the usual with the sound. Square, pan 0, copy all this. And then you always need to put this after struct. So it needs to be like that if you're gonna use late. Do a little bit I want to have a weird modulation, so we're gonna give it a low pass filter that's like with a modulation doing it. Segment 16, range we'll do 800 to like 4,000. Also, I do want to check that these chords are like not bad. Cause they might be. No, yeah, it's like the vocals are not. To me, there was a weird key thing going on, and I'm not like totally. Not that you have. I probably will end up speeding up again. I don't know. Maybe go like somewhere in between. I just felt like it should be in C. Like all the notes are in C.
You're the light, you're the night, you're the color of my blood. You're the cure, you're the pain, you're the only thing I wanna touch.
I'm gonna get you guys listening to this.
So much, so much.
I'm just gonna put Logic through Black Hole because I'm not gonna play the acapella anyway. All right, let's try this again. Let's get the notes.
You're the light, you're the night, you're the color of my blood. You're the cure, you're the pain, you're the only thing I wanna touch. Never knew that it could mean so much, so much. You're the fear, I don't care, cause I've never been so high. Follow me through the dark, let me take you past our satellites. You can see the world you brought to life, to life. So love me like you do,
it's in between.
love me like you do, love me like you do, la la. You're the light, you're the night, you're the color of my blood. You're the cure, you're the pain, you're the only thing I wanna touch. Never knew that it could mean so much, so much. You're the fear, I don't care, cause I've never been so high. Follow me through the dark, let me take you past our satellites. You can see the world you brought to life. So love me like you do, love me like you do, love me like you do.
Alright, here we go.
Love me like you do.
I know it sounds dumb, but just trying to figure out, like, just figuring out what notes are gonna work for us, bros. Sometimes it's difficult, sometimes it's not. I don't know. So it's gonna be, I'm gonna make a bass actually. We're gonna do a bass with like the same sounds basically. This will be there. We're gonna do note, A1, B1, F sharp, G, and then do 16th notes.
You're the light, you're the night, you're the color of my blood. You're the cure, you're the pain, you're the only thing I wanna touch. Never knew that it could mean so
Oh yeah,
much.
it's not quite the right key.
You're the fear, I don't care, 'cause I've never been so high. Follow me through the dark, let me take you past the satellites. You can see the world you brought to life, to life. So love me like you do, 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 touch me like you do, touch me like you do. What are you waiting for? Fading in, fading out, on the edge of paradise. Every inch of your skin is a holy grail I gotta find. Only you can set my heart on fire.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, somebody said last chat. Oh, let's see. So I don't know what the music. I don't know what music like you. You can force best, but take the pitch down. No. Yeah, it is in between keys, and one of the big things with strudels, they don't have a way to change the tempo without changing the pitch. Similar to actually with the, like when they were using tape machines, like there was no way to change like tempo independent of pitch, and that's why you have so many records that are like in between pitches, because like they would, you know, speed up a little bit or speed down a little bit, but that would change the pitch a little bit. But anyways, we're gonna keep going. I think it might still be in between keys, but we're gonna keep cooking with it. So we got this sound. Letting it go, and then I want to do random, like my sign random notes.
You're the night, you're the color of my blood. You're the cure, you're the pain, you're the only thing I wanna touch. Never knew that it could mean so much, so much. You're the fear, I don't care, 'cause I've never been so high. Follow me through the dark, let me take you past the satellites. You can see the world you brought.
Did I say that right? I think I might have to say range.
So love me like you do, love me like
This
you
isn't it,
do,
right?
love me like you
Yeah.
do, love me like you do, touch me
Oh, I
like
say
you
7.
do, touch me like you do. What are you waiting for? Fading in, fading out, on the edge of paradise. Every inch of your skin.
Oh, it's probably really low, maybe? I don't know. Why is my random notes not working? Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
You're the light, you're the night, you're the color of my blood. You're the cure, you're the pain, you're the only thing I wanna touch. Never knew that it could mean so much, so much. You're the fear, I
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
care, 'cause I've never been so high. Follow me through the dark, let me take you past the satellites. You can see the world you brought to life, to life.
Well, I could also just say notes in the range. No, I'm not going to say that. It should be this. This should be working. Scale D major. It's going to give a random note. Oh, but we have to say this, probably. There we go. We're going to pan it. Sine,
You're the
sigma.
light, you're the night, you're the color of my blood. You're the cure, you're the pain, you're the only thing I wanna touch.
Oh, but what if?
It can mean so much.
I have a better idea. What if we took our notes and instead of using this, we use add, and then we quantize it, and then here we add 24. That way it like moves with the chords a little bit. You hear what I'm saying? Oh, well that didn't freaking work. I'm gonna go back to what I was doing before. And we'll say we'll say 0, 1. Something like that, I don't know. Just so it moves. And it like this. Touch me like you do, touch me like you do. What are you waiting for? Fading in, fading out, on the edge of paradise. Every inch of your skin is a holy grail I've gotta find. Only you can set my heart on fire, on fire. Yeah, I'll let you set the pace, 'cause I'm not thinking straight. My head's spinning around, I can't see clear no more. What are you waiting for? So we'll have our vocals come in with the bass and then have some of this action going. You're the light, you're the night, you're the color of my blood. You're the cure, you're the pain, you're the only thing I wanna touch. Never knew that it could mean so much. Something like that. You're the fear, I don't care, 'cause I've never been so high. Follow me through the dark, let me take you past our satellites. You can see the world you brought to life, to life. I kind of want to go. This is kind of like house territory. I don't really make house music. I'm not always the biggest fan of house music, but maybe something a little bit, you know, groovier. Maybe we can put a little swing on it. Sorry, got too excited. I don't think I've used swing and strudel yet. You're the light, you're the night, you're the color of my blood. You're the cure, you're the pain, you're the only thing I wanna. Let me make sure I'm actually doing this right. Swing by. All right, offset and all right. So we're gonna swing by. And also this referencing inside of strudel is like so helpful. So we want to swing 16ths. So and swing it by what is offset? Then delayed events in the second half each way, but amount X was relative to the size of the slice. Huh. A short form zoomer slow allowance a little. Maybe 2. You're the light, you're the night, you're the color of my blood. You're the cure, you're the pain, you're the only thing. Oh, we should do it 0.5 according to the. Never knew that it could mean so much, so much. Honestly, I'm more concerned about doing it with a hi-hat, and I'm also going to use, for the first time in a while, a stock strudel sample. I'm going to be like a hi-hat, just the normal, sometimes by late or early. So a little house that's making all the little short form zoomers slow down. Yeah, making all the short form people take a little breather. Rollin' TR. Also, I'm gonna do this sometimes by early. I'm not exactly sure what that'll do, but we'll try it. because I always want to see how new stuff sounds. But then I would probably have to do like half the time. Get their heart rates down. Sometimes by, and then do late. I'm assuming it was something like this. Maybe like.
You're the light, you're the night, you're the color of my blood. You're the cure, you're the pain, you're the only thing I wanna touch. Never knew that it could mean so
That's cool. That might be a lot. Yeah, it's a bit much, but you know what? Sometimes you gotta know what. The more that you're able to learn, you have like up in here, and then you're able to like when it is time, you're able to pull it out. All right, so we're gonna just struct 16, and then do a little side chain action like we did on the bass. Or did we do it on the bass? Did we take it off on the bass? We might have took it off on the bass. I think we took it off on the bass. You're gonna be live coding on your tour. Oh, actually no. We're so my friend, my roommate, you can look her up, NEP, on Spotify and all platforms and stuff. She's been an artist for a while, and I produced her whole album, and none of it is electronic music actually. It's entirely like indie music, and I'm playing like most of the instruments on it. So you can give that. I put a lot of work into that album. That was for the last year. That was like one of the big focuses of my life, I'd say. And yeah, I put a lot of. I mean, everything. I mean, down to the transitions on the album, like it was definitely like every single second of that album, I was thinking about. Yeah, I would definitely highly recommend to listen on NEP. Anyways, back to this freaking hi-hat. We're gonna give it a little side chain feel. 150.9 2 or 2. Let's be higher. That. A little bit of this. Maybe try this. Luke. Touch me like you do, touch me like you do. What are you waiting for? Oh, YouTube. Yeah, I should be doing swing by. Okay. Drum sauce, Reddit, basement drums. Start there. Start on Reddit, find your samples there, then go to YouTube. Splice is cool. Be careful with Splice. I love Splice for one-shot drum samples. They're usually very loud, powerful, and mixed, which is great for Strudel because nothing is mixed in Strudel. It's hard to mix things in Strudel. For drum breaks, especially for vocals, like I would stay away from Splice. That's my 2 cents on that. I'm gonna ditch the swing actually because I think that she's not singing it swung. Actually, I'm gonna do it just to prove that I can, and then. It says 0.5. So that's doing nothing. Do we want to do this? For this? Do something good for half the note duration. It should be like this, right? If it's just this. Alright, I don't know. Not my favorite to be honest, but we're gonna roll with it. Maybe something like this.
So love me like you do, la la, love me like you do. Love me like you do, la la, love me like you do. Touch me like you do, touch me like you do. What are you waiting
I'll get rid of this. I'll fill it
Fading
out.
in, fading out, on the edge of paradise. Every inch on the skin is a holy grail I gotta find. Only you can set my heart on fire, on fire. Yeah, I'll let you set the pace, 'cause I'm not
Get a
thinking
little bit of delay.
my heart's spinning around, I can't see clear no more. What are you
Alright, now we're cooking. Alright? Alright, so we're gonna start with the bass. Save it for the fifth stream and later. Alright, here we go.
You're the light, you're the night, you're the color of my blood. You're the cure, you're the pain, you're the only thing I wanna touch. Never knew that it could mean so much, so much. You're the fear, I don't care, 'cause I've never been so high.
Okay, okay.
Let me take you past our satellites. You can see the world you brought to life, to life. So love me like you do, la la.
Alright, and then I'm actually gonna do like a filter for like the part where before she sings the chorus, but she's singing like the hook. I'm gonna filter everything down and slowly bring it back up, and then cut out the drums. I think for the chorus, so it'll be like. But we'll do the filter first. So we'll do low pass. Then we'll call it L. And on a slider up here, I'll put let L equal slider. And this is just going to be at like 10,000 and start at 10, but the minimum is going to be 700, 10,000, and then we're going to copy this to all these guys. So that way we're able to like filter it down as we go. And then I wish I could have 2 low pass filters. That would be awesome. But I don't think I can, because it would be great to filter the break as it came in and then also be able to filter everything on the way back out. But I'm not sure we're going to be doing that on the slider. Oh, interesting. I've been wondering about this. I haven't done this. People have talked to me about this. So do we do like, I need to research something about this. Using the power slider instead of the, because obviously like a linear slider sounds terrible. It's like very, okay, fire. I'm gonna copy. Thanks for the sauce, Pineapple Sigma. So let's see. I think this means I should be able to put this here, correct? Something like that. Fire. Fire. Thank you. Fire. Awesome. All right. Here we go. We're gonna start putting some things together. I have some of my samples that sometimes I just use as like a little, like every 4 bars, just add in maybe a little laser. I'm gonna get a little laser in there, and then maybe a little perk action, a little cowl. To do the eagle screech. Maybe no other things. I don't know. But sometimes I do like a falling sine wave is cool. That's a cool one. This is we'll just do like a sine. Make the note like a really high note, like some more scary Halloween. We really want the scary Halloween ones, huh? Maybe for the chorus, what we'll do to make it more Halloween themed, we'll do like an organ sounding thing to like, and then I'll put like a video of like Dracula on the organ or whatever. I don't know if it's Dracula who plays the organ, but we'll just like we'll cut for the chorus. We'll cut all the other shit, and then like. Yeah, Dracula slays the organ. All right, so we're gonna start. We'll make this. What freaking key are we in? D. We'll make this a D4, and then transpose. Is this how I usually do this? No, I usually do this by P to K, and then or PN like 10 and P deck like 4, and then we do like with this. Can't let this forever sustain. I should have just done this, but we're gonna ADSR make this like 2, and then make these others 0, so it doesn't just like sustain forever. Okay, then we want the laser delay. More time. To be honest, I might. Would you be? It has to be live in the States, just for the live coding team workshop. It's very much a niche hobby in Europe so far, from my understanding. Honestly, yeah, it would be great to be playing live. I kind of want to cut and get to the chorus earlier. Like, I don't want to have people wait like forever. So let me just find where the chorus is real quick in here. Okay, so I want to cut it to here. So next time we gotta just figure out where because I want it to be like the low chorus, and then just like let's just like jump right into it. You know what I'm saying? I think it happens like around here. Then I low-key want... What else do I want? Maybe I just want to keep working on this and see. I also want this to be... I don't want the pew and the laser to fall in the same thing. This, maybe we just do 12... No, yeah, I want to do this. Alright, so we're going to start with the bass. I'm just going to leave that shit in. So we're not starting with nothing. And this is how the actual remix is going to start.
You're the light, you're the night, you're the color of my blood. You're the cure, you're the pain, you're the only thing I wanna touch. Never knew that it could mean so much, so much. You're the fear, I don't care, 'cause I've never been so high. Follow me through the dark, let me take you past my satellites. You can see the world you brought to life, to life. So love me like you do, la la, love me like you do. Love me like you do, la la, love me like you do. Touch me like you do, touch me like you do. What are you waiting for? Say yes to me now, I can't see clear no more. What are you waiting for?
What if we did this? Wait, I think I might be cooking with this one, guys. I think I might just chop this up real nice. Because we are taking too long to get to the chorus, TBH. So if we start on here.
Touch me like you do, touch me like you do. What are you
I think it's gonna work. I'm not mad at it. It's nice to get to the freaking point, you know what I'm saying? No need to play around with it. Alright, so I'm not loving this hi-hat, to be honest. I might use a different hi-hat. It's very, very low. Might use one for my sample bank. Yeah, it's way better. Alright, so we're at Love Me Like You Do. Love Me Like You Do. Put our hi-hats in here. Nice, we're not using very many samples. Alright, we're gonna do that. The bass is starting to sound a little bit lame. I'm gonna do like I'm gonna also add another layer of like an actual like low thing. Let's see. What have you guys been saying? I've been going and giving some free work at my high school during 16-year-old. Anyway, oh awesome. Live in states, coding scene. I think music and civil coding. Honestly, if you go through what is included, you could still make some pretty cool stuff and learn as you go. Totally. But I think either music or coding helps. I would say definitely the music background helps more than maybe the coding background, but because it's definitely not the most in-depth coding thing. Because I've done a lot of juice, so in comparison, it's certainly not the most in-depth coding thing you could be doing. But anyway, all right, let's get back to it. I'm using the different hi-hat. Oh, and I was wanting to give this like a low, like saw maybe, just like in the middle, just to give it a little bit more. Yeah, like some of that is some of our. I will say also, learning Serum ahead of time really expands how much you learn strudel and how quickly you learn it, because understanding like what FM is and what amplitude modulation and tremolo is, and just like understanding a lot of that stuff and just like knowing what it is ahead of time really helped me code it. But yeah, all right, let's see what we got going here. Man, that shit is a vibe though. Damn. Let's see.
You're the light, you're the night, you're the color of my blood. You're the cure, you're the pain, you're the only thing I wanna touch. Never knew that it could mean so much, so much. You're the fear, I don't care, 'cause I've never been so high. Follow me through the dark, let me take you past my satellites. You can see the world you brought to life, to life. So love me like you do, la la, love me like you do. Love me like you do, la la, love me like you do. Touch me like you do, touch me like you do.
I'm gonna do that. And that'll be my cut to something new. And then I'm just gonna give me like a commented line here and put all this stuff up to here. So I can work on the chorus. All right, so we're just gonna we're gonna start with these notes. We're gonna say chords. I'm gonna do a stack. So I want a bunch of stuff to be moving around inside of it. Because I want one that's like. I'm just gonna build it with sine waves first to get the notes. Okay. I always do that every time. I like write out sine. No, it's that. Lay back track. Yeah, I love the like breakbeat and like laid back tracks. It's just it's just not often times where like this I feel like the song's calling or like it's like I don't really want a laid back version of Chop Suey, you know what I mean? Like or Duality or a lot of the other songs I do. But I feel like sometimes taking it in the direction that people aren't expecting is a nice thing. Alright, so we got this. This is gonna be a crazy chord stack we're building, by the way. It's in my head, it's insane. Add 0. We're just gonna do the chords first. Get a vibe, the wheels don't go from there. I can't believe Luke's still watching. Luke's my brother, everyone, if you hadn't figured it out. We're just gonna start with that. Scale. I don't know why I'm not using my variable, but sometimes I'm worried about stuff like that. Oh shit. I forgot that we're not. Oh, I always get mixed up with the end of the notes. It's like in my head. It's always mixing me up. 7 and 12. That's what we should be doing. And then we have, we're gonna make this lead. Alright, then we have a moving note in there. We're cooking. I'm liking this. Alright, we're going to start just like with our root notes, but we're not going to actually use any of them. Alright, we're going to start with this, but it's all going to be 3, 3, 3. Then we're going to do D, that's the third. But then we want to keep going up for the F sharp chord, so we're going to go to F sharp. So that's going to be our up, but then we're going to put each of these inside a box. We want to do like little grace notes inside the chords. So it'll be like that. And so we're like 2, 3, it's all gonna be 3.5, and then we'll just split half a beat probably around these. B3, C sharp 3. That you guys got to stick around for this. This is gonna do it. This is gonna make it. Do you usually just record the whole track with OBS to use for editing? Do you use some kind of audio only, video only? No, yeah, I record the audio and video together usually. Every once in a while, I'll add like a motorcycle noise or something like after the fact, because I don't really want that. I just don't want to be stressing out my computer any more than I have to be. But yeah, you gotta stick around for this real quick. Because I think this is gonna make it. It's our little extra notes. E 3, F sharp 3. And then we'll do something crazy at the end, but I don't want to write that out until I know this works. And this will be. Needs to be like way higher. Alright, we're getting there, but the octaves are not correct because sometimes I forget how the octaves flip on these. It's supposed to be 2. I kind of wanted it to be 16 notes. I clearly didn't time this right. So this would be 7/5. No, that's not right. One, 2, 3, 4, yeah, it should be 3.5 beats. I don't really get that. I could just do this. Oh wait, but we want 3.5, and then these like this. I think. Not on purpose, but I thought that was kind of cool. We'll see. I think this is where I'm at. I don't know why it's doing it like that. I think, yeah, I do think I'm gonna have to do it like this for some reason. Add this like that, because sometimes writing things out in strudel just gets annoying. Parse error, because the fuck, bro. What the heck? It's supposed to be that. Yeah, that sounds the best. D3, then one more, and one more. But then, actually, no, we're gonna go D3, I'm gonna go E3 to F3. Yeah. And then that'll be 3. Let's round this. Then one more. And then I know this is a lot of notes, guys. This is when Strudel starts to be not a little bit less fun. Maybe that is not. But I'm gonna which will be G4, F sharp 4, E4, D4, C4, B3. But then this will be 3. It's not that though. It's like come out with well, so first I was doing the juice. I'm still gonna do the Juice WRLD one, but I was just curious. I was like, is everybody only putting this because like it's the only option? Like, what if they had options? Like, would they choose something different? And they did. In their defense, maybe this will be fun. Wait, but then on the very last one, watch this. It's gonna like repeat. So we're gonna play. It's gonna be 1 for most of it. So that's, what is that? 7 bars. And then at the end, it'll do like a little thing like that. But then when the groove kicks in, we'll do it. We'll make it groovy. We'll do like the, we'll do like this. No, this is gonna be here. That might be organ enough. It kind of sounds like an organ. It'll when it breaks though, it'll sound enough like an organ just because we're not used to it. Let's see. All right, let's take it up to there and see what we got. See what we're working with. Also, the help. Is that you, Elias? I do want to do a help one. I think I have 60 songs that I've been looking through, just like waiting to do the next one. I certainly will never stop doing these, so that's fine. I'll never run out of songs to do. Wait, we need to put the whole song back. All right, we're putting the whole song back. Then we're doing a run through, a dress rehearsal, if you will.
You're the light, you're the night, you're the color of my blood. You're the cure, you're the pain, you're the only thing I wanna touch. Never knew that it could mean so much, so much. You're the fear, I don't care, 'cause I've never been so high. Follow me through the dark, let me take you past my satellites. You can see the world you brought to life, to life. So love me like you do, la la, love me like you do. Love me like you do, la la, love me like you do. Touch me like you do, ta ta, touch me like you do. What are you waiting for?
Ooh, have you tried the challenge thinking some creative for Shrew that gives you a random function scale and genre and you have to make it work? Oh, I don't know if I could do that. I'm so like not versed in genres. I could try maybe. I would love to do that. All right, how are you guys feeling about it? I'm feeling pretty good. I do think I don't want this high glitchy thing to be happen until the second time around. So I might like do like a this is making me want to backflip. Uh-huh. You should try it. You should do the backflip. Do F G3, we'll just do a little walk down. F sharp 3, E3, D3 the first time, then it'll do the glitchy thing the second time. I do maybe we start with like a low pass filter and we slider it up. So we do like 2000, then like 8000, do the how to, and then like as the chorus goes on we start to like, also we're gonna start not doing the bouncy thing. Okay, maybe let's give this another try. I might have to add something to make the transitions make sense. Maybe I'll keep these in. Because I don't want to change. Having everything drop out and then a bunch of new stuff come in maybe isn't the vibe. Maybe we'll keep the random notes in too. No, this. Alright, try giving it another try. Also, we can't actually just do this. We'll help it not glitch. Alright, let's try it. Let's delete these. There's a noodle. That sounds noodle. Alright, let's try this again.
You're the light, you're the night, you're the color of my blood. You're the cure, you're the pain, you're the only thing I wanna touch.
I did this.
Never knew that it could mean so much, so much. You're the fear, I don't care, 'cause I've never been so high. Follow me through the dark, let me take you past my satellites. You
What do we think about the hard style kick? I think it might work. I think we can make it work. It's pushing it though. It's like it'll be good to bring it in before like the big kick. Like before we bring in the like I'm gonna put this in there though too, because I think this will be our like our real kick, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? To Muzz, I don't know what Muzz music even is. Where's my dubstep kick? Wait, no, but we're not in the right folder. Love me like you do. Jim Hardstyle, huh? And then we'll have kick big. Also, this should all be below so I don't crowd my screen. It will be sound dub kick same thing. We'll just layer it in. Actually, so for this I'm gonna do don't. So it's gonna be like down. Like that. That was pretty fast. This is the fastest I've written out a rhythm like that. I don't know what else we're gonna add. But we'll figure it out. Also, I'm just gonna keep the lasers and shit in. Alright, let's give it another try and see where we're at. Give it another one. Give it another one. Put this down. Give this here we go. I messed it up. I was messing with this too much. I was messing with it too much. Here we go again. And we start. That kick is so lame. That was so funny. That's such a terrible kick. Oh my god. That was really fun until then. I think I discovered this last time and wanted to change it to maybe like this. That was pretty fun up until then. I think I need to add more stuff though, because that slower tempo is gonna need more involvement. What am I doing? Oh, I will say the one thing. Also, I'm gonna plug in my computer so it doesn't die. The one thing I do grab from Splice a lot is like if you're doing any kind of like industrial or like oh shit, where's my charger? Fuck, where's my charger? Oh, I think it's downstairs. If you're doing any kind of like house industrial music, the top loops can be really good. They can add a lot of space. Also, I'm gonna let this play for you guys while I run to grab my charger because I do not have it. Still some people here. Still people around. The real ones. The real homies. Sticking around. Thanks everybody for sticking it out. I was listening to the same loop for like a minute. I hope it was fun. Alright, I'm gonna go through some of this again. I need to add more before we have our drop. Also, I'm going to add, we're going to do like the low pass, but we're also going to high pass it before it comes in. Or maybe we could reverb it. That might be fun. Oh, but I might have reverb on this stuff already. So we're just going to do this. Except 0, 0, 4,000 maybe. H, and then this will go everywhere. Here too. No, maybe put it before the thing. That way we have like a real drop, you know. Also, I'm gonna find now. You're gonna officially see me go on Splice, which is a little bit not the best, but. You know what? For finding a nice like, I want to find like a freaking like loop or something that's gonna give us a little bit more like high end and room. I don't know what genre. Just call it like. I'm so bad. Techno top loop and see what we get. That'll be great. Second one you find. The one thing about Splice, it mixes well with Strudel in my opinion. Sometimes, not all the time, is that everything's over mixed on Splice. Like everything's over compressed, over like just like way too clean. Which can be really bad if you're for producing a lot of music. But with Strudel, you don't necessarily like have the ability to be like mixing stuff a lot. So it can be a really good thing in my opinion. To have something like Splice, which is going to give you like a mixed top loop or like a mixed kick sample. We're going to add our top stack. No, we're just going to do node 0 because that allows me to just say this. How many bars is this? Probably 4. X sound. Tops. Pan, because we want it to be stereo also. Do that. 1 late 0.01. Let's see if that does anything. Oh, I did the thing. I did the thing. We gotta be splicing like that. Precisely. And if you don't do that, then it's just gonna freaking loop forever. Yep. You can't say, if you didn't care about that, you could just say dot fit, and you'd be okay. Alright, we got splice. Alright. I don't love the loop. It's not good, it's just like boring. So boring. We're gonna try that. Yeah, it's way more interesting. I like that. That is fun. What genres? I would say Strudel leans itself to like techno or like trance or something more repetitive, just because it's obviously like live looping. I kind of try to break out of that. I mean, I like different like hard style. I mean, I love like hard techno, which obviously you can hear in my reels is like, you know, some of my favorite stuff. But I love breakbeat too. Like even when I'm not doing genres that aren't breakbeat, like I'm using different breakbeat techniques and stuff. I just think it's so cool, like the idea of like having all these different and like the way that drum breaks have been used through all different genres of music. I think it's awesome. NT ways. Still working on this. I'm liking where we're going. I do think we need something before we have all this stuff come in though. Maybe like a melody question mark? I'm gonna do a systems check though and see where we're at.
You're the light, you're the night, you're the color of my blood. You're the cure, you're the pain, you're the only thing I wanna touch. Never knew that it could mean so much, so much. You're the fear, I don't care, 'cause I've never been so high. Follow me through the dark, let me take you past my satellites. You can see the world you brought to life, to life. So love me like you do, na na, love me like you do. Love me like you do, na na, love me like you do. Touch me like you do, touch me like you do. What are you waiting for?
That's right here. Try to do this. Oh. I might have to take a break, come back to it later. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I think we're cooking. I think we're cooking. I think this will be it. This will be a good one. It'll allow me to not cement myself to 160 BPM and more, as I have done so far. And we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I don't think I'll do another stream on this one, but I'll stream again soon. I'm having a blast streaming. Thanks to everyone for watching, and thanks for being so active and talking. And feel free to send me, you know, all your stuff you're making in Strudel, or like send me your posts that you're making or your reels and whatever. I like to see all of them. Anyways, guys, that might be the end for me. Come to the end of the road. Remix is pretty much, I would say 70 to 80% there. I'm gonna add things to sweeten it, but the guts, the meat of it is there. Thanks to everyone. Also, big thanks to Pineapple Sigma for all the tips. You gave me some good tips today. I'm gonna use those. Anyways, bye guys. How do I stop this here?